Laura, we're going to start off. I'm going to ask you the 5 questions we ask every new guest. So the first one is, how did you learn to sew?
Oh, well, that's a fun one. I asked my mom to teach me, but she never was the type to do that. So I kind of taught myself. And I started experimenting with Barbie, of course. I did make a quilt at one point, but I really started having fun when I made Barbie clothes for my doll, and this was one of the first ones that I made. I can't believe I still have it. I did a hand running stitch on there and cut up one of my mom's nightgowns to make that with. But I kind of taught myself till I got into high school, and then from there, we had home ec in those days, and then I got the basics from there. But I did attend college, but that's not where you learn how to sew. You have to go to college knowing how to sew, and then they teach you how to design.
Oh, sure. And for anyone just listening in, Laura had this beautiful little, is it a peignoir? Is it a little night dress for Barbie? This is a little bathrobe, and she did have a nightgown, but I've lost the nightgown. But yeah, this tells you where my love is, right? I start off with something like this, something beautiful and sheer and luxurious, right? Little peignoir set that you can wear to bed. Barbie could wear to bed. Laura, what are you currently sewing?
Actually, I'm not sewing on anything right at the moment. I've been working on a workbook for the full bust adjustment. So I have a lot of projects that I work on all at once, but currently I'm not really working on anything at the moment.
Oh, we'll have to talk more about that workbook in the main part of the episode. I want to know more about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Which fabric do you enjoy sewing the most?
Oh, I love wovens. Wovens are my favorite because they can be controlled, they can be stabilized. You can do a lot more with a woven than you can with a knit. A knit just kind of stays what it is, right? If I had to narrow down my choices of the wovens, it would be wool. Wool is the king of fibers. I mean, that fiber will mold to anything you want it to be. So I love wool.
It is. It's so rich. I love the texture.
It is. It's beautiful, and it comes in so many different textures too. So, you get lots of choices with wool.
Which sewing word or term is your favorite?
Oh my gosh, this was such a hard question. I came up with pinked. Now, I don't know that it's a sewing term or a sewing word, but it kind of fascinates me that we have scissors that make a zigzag line, right? And so I kind of went back in history to figure out why, where did that word come from? And it actually has a history behind it because they used to make presses that would actually cut into the fabric, and it would become the hem of your garment. You can find a lot of those from the 1920s. So pinked is my word of the day, but there are lots of words that I love. I love understitching, I love placket, underlay, inset, godet, faggoting. They're all great words, right? They're old words that really describe something. So yeah, I think understitching is a word that's not used enough these days.
I was going to say your own technique, yeah.
Yeah, it's not used enough either in terms. It's not used enough in sewing. So yeah.
That was a good choice, Laura. I like that. And if you could please share with us what you love best about sewing.
Oh my gosh.
It's the 3 C's. And you don't know what that is. You're like, 3 C's, what is that, right?
Right.
Custom is the word. Custom style, custom color, custom fit. That's what I love about sewing. The 3 C's.
Excellent answers. Thank you. Thank you for answering the 5 questions.